So now that the secret hideout is done, we need a way to get up there. So we're gonna be building a bunk bed. Well, everything was going too easy, and of course I run into a problem. Just got back from another Home Depot trip. So I've already gotten started a little bit. I got all the electrical done. We got the outlet up here, that's gonna be for the loft area, and then the outlet down there for the bottom bunk. We've got the junction here for the sconce light, and then that switch up there, that is for the lighting for the secret hideout. It's actually, I'll take you guys up there. Let's go take a look real quick. So now that the secret hideout is done, we need a way to get up there. So we're gonna be building a bunk bed. The bottom bunk area will have the bed on it, and the second bunk area is gonna be more of a loft. It's gonna have flooring, but you can put a bed up there if you want to. So the design that I have in mind, it's gonna be 4 posts in each corner, about 5.5 inches, 6 inches or so. Stairs are gonna be over here on this side, and then I think we'll put some drawers in the bottom. Both walls and ceiling are gonna be shiplap. I've got the shiplap in the garage. I think we're ready to start putting it up. So let's go grab some shiplap and throw it up on the wall. So the shiplap I'm using is actually MDF. I was looking at the MDF and the pine shiplap, and the MDF ended up actually being $1 cheaper per board, and I needed to buy 40 boards, so that was a $40 savings by just going with the MDF. The MDF feels like it's gonna be a little bit easier to work with. So we're ready to install it. We're actually gonna be putting it on the wall vertical, starting about here, running it all along this way, that wall, and then we'll start working on the ceiling. So let's go. The shiplap is up, and I think it looks pretty good. So now that that's done, we can start our framing, so let's go. All right, progress report for day 1. I was hoping to get all this framing done today, but it doesn't look like that's gonna happen. I do need longer screws. I need longer screws over here to hit the studs. And I'm also running out of regular screws. So I'm gonna pick those up tomorrow, and then we'll pick up again in the morning. So last night, after I stopped filming, I realized that I had made a mistake. The depth was off about 2 inches. So not a big deal. I started working on it already. I got this side corrected. This side over here, I still need to fix. That 2-inch gap ended up creating 2 new issues. These 2 new issues aren't gonna be as easy. So right here where this outlet is, I have another board that needs to go here. And then plus trim, another 1/2 inch. That's gonna cover that outlet. So it won't be too hard to move that outlet over, but here's my bigger issue, is right here, that beam, there's gonna be a beam that goes across the ceiling, and that light is right in the middle. So I'm gonna have to go up to the attic later and see what I could do about pulling that light out, patching the drywall, and then relocating that light, or probably a new light. But before we start working on that stuff, I still got a lot of framing to do. So I'm gonna get after that, and hopefully, I don't know if we'll be able to finish the framing today. We'll see, but we'll see what kind of progress we can make. Well, that's going to be it for today. I did not finish the framing, as you can see. Unfortunately, I was really hoping that I was going to be able to get that done, but I ran out of 2x6s. I need 4 more 2x6s to finish it going around the top, and probably a couple more 2x4s, and I think that's going to be it. So I'm getting really close to being finished. Just need one more day, finish out the framing, and then I could pick up some MDF and start doing the wrapping on it. And one thing that I don't think that I mentioned before is I was planning on putting drawers down here, and you can probably see that there's no way that's big enough to put any kind of a drawer. A really skinny one. I opted for more space in between the bunks, especially since this top part is going to be a loft area. I would rather have more headroom in here than have the storage at the bottom. We already got a ton of storage up there in the secret hideout. We could put storage up here in the loft area too if we need to. So by not having any drawers down there, I don't think we're missing out on too much. This is going to wrap it up for tonight, and I'm going to head to Home Depot again tomorrow and pick up those 2x6s, and I think that's about it. 2x6s and a few more 2x4s, and then we'll be at it again tomorrow. You said it looks the same in here? What looks the same?
Everything.
Everything? So what are you saying? I didn't do enough?
No.
I didn't?
You did do enough.
Oh, okay. You want me to finish it tomorrow?
Yeah. Looks like you need a little break.
Okay, thank you. Just got back from another Home Depot trip. Picked up the 2x6s we need to finish up around the top. And then I also picked up a couple sheets of MDF because soon we're going to be ready to start wrapping this in the MDF and start our finish work. But until I can finish framing this, I got to take care of the 2 electrical issues that I was talking about. I need to move that outlet, and then I got to move the light. So when we're at Home Depot, we picked up a new light. Now I got to climb up into the attic, and there's a floor above this light. I got to pull that floor up, and I got to figure out what I need to do to move that over, possibly do a little bit of drywall work, and where exactly I want or need to position that light. So it looks like I'm headed up into the attic, but I actually got to go up through the secret hideout to get to that space to fix that light or to move that light. So let's head up there. All right, so that light is gonna be right back here somewhere. So you can see this is the floor that I need to pull up, and that light should be right in this area. So I need to pull up this first plank, move some stuff out of the way so we can get access to that. Well, unfortunately, I can't access the light from up here. So we're gonna have to just pull that light out completely and go from there. All right, I think it's about time to turn the breaker off. The new light has successfully been installed, and now it is time to move on to this outlet over here. All right, so we got the ceiling light moved. We got this outlet moved, patched and painted. And I hope you weren't looking forward to watching me move that outlet. It was not very exciting. I had to flip the breaker, so most of it was done in the dark, but it is done. And now, since I was kind of telling you guys that my original measurements were off 2 inches and I had to move all the framing out 2 inches. Now, this box right there for the sconce light is no longer centered. So I got to do a little bit more backtracking and move that over. It shouldn't be too bad. I got to pull some of these boards off to get to this board, to pull that board off. And I believe I'm only going to have to pull out 3 pieces of shiplap, and what I'm gonna do is basically take this full piece, move it over here, and then shift these 2 down. So the backtracking that I was doing, not quite done yet. So let's get this done so we can finish framing finally. So I'm gonna start pulling some screws out, get these boards down, fix that, and get back to framing. Let's go. Well, everything was going too easy, and of course I run into a problem. I need to move this box over. Here's the center line, that's where I want to be at. But exactly where that center line is a 2x4. I don't know if you can see it through there. So I cannot move that box and mount it on top of a 2x4. I'm gonna need to get a new box. So that means I have to go to Home Depot again. I really did not want to go to Home Depot today. It just takes too much time, but I gotta get a new box. I gotta get that moved so that I can finish this framing. So off to Home Depot, I guess. All right, I am back. I got what I needed. I need to pull that box out, throw this one in. But before I do that, I'm gonna go flip the breaker and then we'll get this installed. Sorry, my phone died while I was filming the time lapse of this, but it's all done. Got the shiplap back in. I'm sure you get the point. The hole is here, hole is now here. It is centered, so I'm much happier with this. I'm glad that I spent the time to do that. It looks a whole lot better, and it's gonna look a lot better once it's done. So now that that's done, I got this back up, and we're ready to continue with the build, so let's go. Well, unfortunately, that's going to do it for me for today. I ran out of screws once again. So let me give you guys a look to see where we're at. So you can see most of the bed is done. All the major framing. I just need to finish this framing for the top platform. And then I need to put some guides in on the bottom to hold the slats. Then once that's done, we can start ripping that MDF and putting it up and be getting pretty close to being done. So another Home Depot trip and then back at it tomorrow. I haven't made it to Home Depot yet to go pick up more screws. I still need to do that. But before I do that, what I want to do is put the shiplap up on the ceiling here. I think I might be short 1 or 2 boards and I don't want to make another trip to Home Depot. I really wanted to get this platform done so I had a nice surface to stand on to work to put that shiplap up on the ceiling. But since I don't have any screws, I can't do that. So I'm going to have to work with what I got. It's just what it is. So I'm going to get this shiplap up. Hopefully I have enough pieces and then I'm on my way to Home Depot to get some more screws to finish this platform. All right, scratch that. I just took a quick measurement and I am definitely short. I have 8 boards. I'm gonna need 12 to finish that up there, so I'm not even close. So I'm gonna run Home Depot, get what I need, get back, finish this platform, and then start working on the shiplap on the ceiling. What's up, guys? I kind of jumped ahead a little bit and I finished framing that whole platform up there for the loft. All I need to do next is cut the plywood and put it up here, and then we can start working on the shiplap on the ceiling and then the shiplap also underneath this bunk. So let's get started. All right, check this out. Got the platform. Platform is done. I got my first piece of shiplap up there. And check it out. Man, just putting this piece in, just this one sheet of plywood, just really transforms the whole thing. It's starting to really look like a bed now. Started the shiplap right there. Got a few more to go. I'm gonna knock that shiplap out on the ceiling, and then I'm gonna start working down here. And I'm probably gonna call it a day after that, and then tomorrow I can start putting some MDF on here. Done with the ceiling. Looks pretty good. Today's pretty exciting. It's been the most transformative day getting that the deck of the platform up there, getting the ceiling done. It's looking pretty good. It's starting to actually look like a bed. So we're almost done with shiplap. We just need to finish up the shiplap underneath the bottom side of this bunk, and then we'll be done with shiplap and we can move on to the next thing. But first, check these out. I don't have to work in Nikes anymore, and Paulina got tired of me destroying my new shoes, so these will have to do until I get that Air Yacht sponsorship. All right, so let's move on. Let's get this shiplap done, and then we're gonna move on to putting these rails in. We're gonna cut some MDF to put these rails in so that we could get the slats installed. And then after that, I think we're fully ready to start doing the MDF on everything. So let's get the shiplap done and get going. I ended up going to Home Depot and picking up the other 4 boards that I needed to finish the shiplap up top. So that is done. I got my fill stick. I started filling some of the holes. So let's get back to the trim. What's up, guys? Check this out. I got most of the MDF all done underneath on the bottom bunk. I got the rails in. I'm gonna go start cutting the slats for it, get that in, and I think we're gonna test with the bed and see how it looks. Well, check this out. The slats are in. It looks pretty damn good, I think. It was pretty easy to do. I used 3/4 inch plywood, $26 a sheet. I checked some prices on Amazon to see what it would cost to just buy slats and put it in and be done with it faster, but it was like $60. So this was really easy to do, just to cut all the pieces, just super messy, but I think it looks great. Happy with it. Now it's gonna be time to go grab the mattress. Let's do a test fit and see what it looks like. These two got comfortable in here real quick. You guys gonna take a nap?
Nope.
This boy already moved back in. Look at this. He's even got decorations. I still got a lot of work to do. Next thing we need to do is actually install the floor before we can start wrapping all of this in MDF. The brand is Lifeproof and the color is Dust Cherry. This is the same flooring that we installed up here in the secret hideout, and it's the same flooring that we've installed throughout the house. Each case is about $70, and there is, I think there's 7. Let's see.
7.
Yeah, there's 7 planks per case, so it's about 10. So it's $10 a board. He's ready to come down.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
No.
Five. Yeah. You love it up here?
Yeah.
You want to install the floor? You want a floor right here?
Sure.
Yeah? Okay. Go get a hammer.
Okay. I don't know if I can get down.
I'll help you get down. Okay. So let's get this floor installed. Last piece. All done with the floor. Looking pretty damn good. This whole bunk bed is getting painted black. So these floors, it's really gonna pop. I love days like today where you can really see the fruits of your labor when things really start to transform and it's looking like what you had envisioned. What's up, guys? So Friday we did the test fit on the mattress. Today's Monday. And guess who slept in here all weekend? He already put all his pillows in here, his blanket. This boy is definitely ready to move back into his room. So we got to get this build done. Let's get this mattress out of here and get started. All of the trim work, all the MDF wrap, and all of that we had to do is pretty much done. There's only a couple more pieces that need to be done, but we're gonna do that after it's been painted. You can see how we have the lips here on this side, the top and the bottom. But the very bottom down there is gonna have a lip on it as well, and then along across the top right there, all that'll get trimmed with a little 1/2-inch lip like this. I still got a lot of sanding to do, a lot of finish work, touch-up work that needs to be done before we're ready for paint. I'm probably not gonna film any of that. I'm just gonna get it done, and then I'll see you guys when we're ready to start painting. All of the prep work is finally done. All of the nail holes are filled, all of the sanding is done, all the seams are caulked. It's finally time to start painting. Then after paint, there's only a few things that we need to finish up. I need to finish the trim up there to get into the secret hideout. There's some trim pieces on the bunk bed that need to be done. And there's some baseboards that still need to be installed once that's done. So we're gonna work on the ladder. Once the painting's done, we're gonna work on the ladder on this side, going up, then the rails, and then the ladder up over there. So that's exciting that we're gonna finally get to start working on those items, but let's get this painting done. Pauline is actually gonna be taking over for me for the painting while I watch the kids, so wish me luck, and we'll start the time lapse. So Paulina spent about 3 or 4 hours painting in here. Let's check out the progress. It's looking really good. You can see all those white lines. That's the spacing in the shiplap. I'm sure that is a pain to try to get the paintbrush in there, to paint in all those little cracks. It actually looks brighter underneath that bottom bunk than it actually is. I think I'm gonna get that sconce light installed so she's got better lighting in there for painting. I'm not sure if I showed you guys this or not yet, but this is the sconce light that we're gonna be installing. I don't have a light bulb for it, so I'm gonna have to steal a light bulb for somewhere temporarily and plug it in here. So eventually we'll put in an Edison bulb or some kind of specialty bulb that's not too bright and that's fun for him. So let's get started on this. We're gonna go flip the breaker, and I got my work light somewhere so I don't have to work in the dark. Let's get started. I stole this bulb out of the garage. I haven't tested this out at all yet, so let's hope it works. Uh-oh. Oh, there it goes. It scared me for a second. It clicked and it didn't turn on. Oh, nice. It's dimmable too. All right. We got light. Time to paint. How's the painting coming along?
Going pretty good. I think we're about probably halfway until we're finished with this ceiling over here, and that'll be it until it's done.
Now that the painting is completely done, it's time to start moving on to the ladders and the rails. So I have a little design here, something that Paulina drew up to give me an idea of the style of rails that she wants. And this is what we're going for. So I got some 2x2s from Home Depot. So we're gonna get those cut, glued, sanded, stained, polyurethane, and get those installed today. We'll also start working on the ladders so that we have a way to get up to the secret hideout. So we got our work cut out for us. Let's get started. So those are the 2x2s that we picked up. They're actually 1.5 by 1.5 nominal size. Select pine. I would have preferred to have gone with something like an oak, a harder material, something that's stronger, but the price difference was absolutely astronomical. I was able to get these select pine pieces for about $12 each. If I was to go with the oak, they're actually going to cost me $35 each. And I need about 10, 11 of them to get the rails and the stairs done. So the price just wasn't reasonable. I couldn't do that. So we're going to go with the pine, and hopefully those work out pretty well. Let's make it happen. So we got those all finished up. Sorry I didn't film building those. I'm really trying to get this project wrapped up today before Ollie gets home from school. They're putty, sand, stained. They got the polyurethane on them. They're actually ready to be installed right now. I think they turned out pretty well. So let's get them installed. We have a little bit of trim work to finish up, and then we're done with this project. Guess what? I got a surprise for you.
What?
Your bunk bed, it's done. You wanna go check it out?
Yes.
You like it?
Yes, I'm gonna look. Right. It's okay. Hello. I love it. Thank you. Thank you, Daddy.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mom, for painting.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you for being the best sister. Yes. Yay.
Woo! Oh, hurry up, Oliver.
Yeah, you want to tuck in? Yes, you are. Good job, Ava.
1, 2, 3, ta-da! Ava do ta-da!
What's up, guys? Once again, bringing the receipts. Let's see what this bunk bed build cost us.
Ready? All right, let's do it.
$239.17, $6.04, $30.27, $233.47, $7.01, $7.01. Sorry, $211.04, $54.21, $2.14. $187.87, $78.48, $10.80, $17.81. Whoa, a big one. What was this one for?
Shiplap.
Shiplap. Shiplap is expensive. Don't use shiplap. $473.27. And that wasn't all of it. There was, I think that $200 receipt was also shiplap. $10.77. $18.79, $148.67. Last one, $111.67.
$1,907.91.
Was that more expensive or less than what you thought it was going to be?
I think it was right on par with what I thought it would be.
I thought it was going to be cheaper. I was thinking around $1,500. At first I thought 1,000, and then once I started buying, especially the shiplap, I was like, there's no way. There's no way. So about 1,500. So 1,900 bucks, that's not too bad. Do you remember what the total was for the secret hideout? It was around 1,900.
It was around 1,900 as well.
Yeah, wow. Pretty close. That's crazy. Well, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed watching us build this super awesome bunk bed for Oliver. He loves it. He's up and down the stairs. He's up there watching TV. He's up in his secret hideout. And if you haven't seen that video, the building the secret hideout video, make sure you go check out our channel so you can watch that video as well. And make sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below and tell us how much you like this video or what I could have done different or better. I'd really appreciate it. And we will see you guys in the next one. Thank you.
Thank you.